Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful reindeer today. It's very simple to make. The materials are very inexpensive, wired and some LED lights that you can find at Michael's or any craft store. And look at this, it's so beautiful. It's very unique and I bet you will have a lot of people asking you where you got this reindeer because it's so beautiful. I even was very surprised that I made something like this. So I'm gonna also share with you the downloadable image that I made so you can print and you can do exactly the same copy as this. Please consider subscribing to this channel, that way you're gonna help me a lot. So let's start with this project. This is how you're going to find the printable reindeer on my page on Grabby Craft House on Facebook. I will leave the link below so you can go and grab it. If you don't want to make this, well, you can choose any picture on internet that you like of a reindeer and do that. What I'm doing right here with this piece of yarn is measuring how much wire I'm gonna need for this first silhouette. I'm gonna also leave those measurements on the printable reindeer so you don't have to do this, but I'm showing you anyways. I'm also measuring the outline inside, the ears and the tail. These lines in the center are going to be circles, so I'm going to make those circles this way. You don't have to do this. Those circles are going to be printables too, so don't worry about this. I'm just showing you so you know how I made those. So this circle is going to be for its body, but we are going to make another circle for its neck and for the face. They are all different measurements. The wire I'm going to be using is gauge 17 and I'm going to cut 44 inches and a little bit more for the first silhouette, for the outline of the body. And very simple, I'm just going to outline it this way. I'm gonna curve my wire and I'm gonna make the shape of this reindeer. It's very easy to make the shape with this wire, but it's also very thin, so I'm gonna double it. You can use a thicker wire if you like. This will probably be a little harder to shape, but you won't have to make it double. Here is our first shape. I'm going to secure it with this piece of wire. This is just a regular wire that's really thin. I got this at Michael's. When it's Christmas time, they sell this kind of wire very inexpensively. They use this for ornaments, to put your ornaments in the Christmas tree. So there you go, you can find it at any regular store. Any wire can be used for this. It's just, you just need a thinner wire. Here I'm putting my second layer of wire and I'm going to secure it as well with this kind of thin wire too. Doesn't matter the color. If you want at the end of your project you can spray paint it, but I found that this gold one, it looks really pretty on top of this silver wire. So if you have any other color you can use it as well, green one or whatever, and at the end just paint it. I'm just going like this around all my piece, and at the end it makes it a lot harder. You will also need these pliers to cut and bend wire as well. So here are my circles for the body. I'm going to shape it just like this, put it on top of my paper and do it double as well. Very simple process. And I'm going to secure it with my thinner wire as well. I'm going to make 2 of these for the body, and later on we will need another 2 of this size as well. This is the neck one. Also we're going to make it double, and the face as well. I have everything ready to start putting it together. I'm going to use a couple of these pieces of wire and I'm going to attach it to the body, starting with the body circles. I'm just doing this, going around one side and then the other one, just making like a cross shape and just making sure my circle is centered. Here is a better view of how I go one side first and then the other one, just crossing it. Look, so it's there, and we're gonna do the same thing with the other ones. Again, just make sure the circles are centered so one side is not like a little bigger than the other side. And here is the base of a reindeer. Now let's move on to make the center and the legs of a reindeer. This might be a little more challenging because of all the curves, but just hang in there. It's going to be alright. You're gonna get it. Just go little by little and remember to make it double. This is why I like to use this thinner wire, because of the shape of the center. It's a lot of curves and it bends really easily with this 17 gauge wire than if we were making it with another thicker wire. It might be a little more difficult, but look, it's very simple. I'm just following the lines, and after this I'm going to double it again. But once we get it, this is probably the most difficult part of this reindeer, this part, and that's it, because after this we're pretty much done. Remember, you can find this printable page on my Facebook page, Gabby Craft House. Just find it there. It'll be on the image section, and or ask me, send me a message. So this is why we are going to double this piece, because if you look at it, it's just everywhere. The shape is not kept. The shape is not nice. Look. So that's why we need to double it. But we're not gonna make the shape again. We're just gonna grab our piece of wire flat, and we're gonna bend it as we're going. You will see what I'm trying to tell you. I grab my piece of wire, I put it on top, and I start weaving it, going around, and as I find a curve, I'm gonna curve this new piece of wire. Look right here, I'm gonna curve it, and I'm going to weave it. This is a lot easier than doing the shape again. I find this process very relaxing. I really enjoy making this part. So we're going to make two of these shapes, two of these double shapes, because it's one for each side of the reindeer. Look now how it keeps its shape better now that it's double. A lot different than before, right? Now let's finish up our reindeer. Let's start here by attaching one of the sides. Let's start here by the nose. Grab a piece of this thin wire, and let's just attach it like this. Make sure it's really tight. Once you get this part done, the others are a lot easier than this. This moves a little too much. We will be attaching this side piece on every circle and on these two parts as well. We are going to do the same thing as we did before with the circles. We're going to go one side and then the other one, just to make a cross pattern. We do it here and we do it in the bottom as well. And here we're going to continue doing all the way around. When you're attaching the legs right here, just make sure that they will stand flat on a surface. That way, if you attach them wrong, this reindeer won't stand up. So just make sure at this point that both legs are just flat. One side down. Now let's do the other one. Here again, I'm just making sure that they stand flat. This reindeer is already on my Spanish channel, and there is a bunch of people that already made it, and it's beautiful. If you want to make it and you want to show me your results, please visit my page on Facebook, and I'll be so happy to see your pictures. Well, remember the other two circles that I told you we were going to make the same size of the body? Well, we're going to attach them here at the bottom, right below where the front one meets, right there. And we're going to do the other one in the back. This is for an extra support. And after we attach this, we are pretty much done with the wiring. So we are almost all done. We just need the ears and the tail, but just look at it. Doesn't it look gorgeous? Just like this, with nothing on it. Well, let's make the tail. We're gonna do exactly the same thing as we did before. We're just gonna leave this piece of extra wire so we can attach it to the body, and of course we're gonna make it double. And of course the same process is going to be done for the ears. And here it is, all done. Now we just attach it like this. I go on the front one time and on the back as well. We do the same thing for the ears. Now for the decoration, you can do it as you want. You can continue adding more wire all around it, more of that thinner wire to cover it all up. Or I got these beautiful lights at Michael's, these LED lights that are really tiny, and you can find them as well. Look here, I'm showing you how this extra piece, I'm just gonna cut it out. Not gonna worry about it, and flatten it. Now we have the basic shape of a deer without the antlers. You can, if you're gonna make a couple, well, you can leave these, or we're gonna make the antlers using this wire. This is a much nicer wire. This wire I got to make earrings and stuff like that. You don't have to use this. If you have the other type, well, use that as well. I'm just giving you an option here. I'm gonna be making like 12 strands of this wire, just like this, and with this I'm going to make one set of antlers. Right here, I'm just going to go around the wire like this. I just wanted them to look a little thicker, the antlers, so that's why I'm doing this. So now I'm gonna cut the ends of this one, but first let me show you how I'm going to shape it. This is gonna be the front. I'm gonna do it like this, and out of the back I'm gonna grab a couple of them and bend them like this. I'm gonna cut a little bit of this once. So this one, it's a little shorter, and just like this. You can leave it just like this if you like, or what I did is I went around it with this wire all the way around it, so it makes them a little thicker. It made them a little heavier as well, so I should have just left them like this. But I didn't. I went around them just like this, and the results are nice. They just look a little thicker as I wanted them. Once they were all covered, now it's time to do our design like this, and look how nice they look. We're gonna do the same with the front. And this is the lights I found at Michael's. Look at this. These are so beautiful, so tiny, and they are already attached to a wire, so it makes them perfect for this project. I'm not going to put any extra yarn or any extra decorations to my deer. I'm just gonna leave it like this with the lights. I think it looks perfect, elegant. I don't know, what do you think? How would you decorate yours? Tell me in the comment section. So here I'm just going around in a spiral way all over my deer, just praying it's long enough to cover my whole deer. But if you don't find these lights, you can put any other lights. Just make sure they are small. Make sure they are small and that they look nice, and it'll be fine. I'm just going around this all over. When I go to the ears, I do this. I wrap them like this, and then I go back. I'm gonna do the same thing with the legs as well. And after we put these lights on, we're gonna be pretty much done. I hope you like this video. Please consider subscribing. I'm going to start uploading more videos to this channel. If you want to follow me on my other channel as well, I have a Spanish channel. So it's also called Gabby Craft House. So if you can find me over there, go subscribe. I have tons of more videos over there. I'm slowly uploading here, but I promise you I will upload more. So we're almost done with this. This is a perfect gift for the office, you know, to take to your office or to give away to somebody you like. Oh, and finally we're going to attach the antlers. They came out a little heavier than what I wanted them to be, but they stay pretty strong on this. Just like that. And look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? It is fantastic. I love it. I just love it so much. I think it's perfect. It's the perfect decoration. You can make it bigger if you like. Just print the pages a little bigger and it'll be so nice too. So I'm gonna try to make it bigger and I'm gonna show you, of course. Here's how it looks all light up. I hope you have liked this video. Please subscribe and like it. I'm gonna see you the next time. Thank you. Bye. By the way, these are some of the decorations they have on Lowe's and Home Depot. So if you want to get an idea on how you can decorate your reindeer, here it is. Now, bye.